Welcome to this week's video. First thing I'm going to do is go back up to the boat and we're going to go to Karrera. We took a little bit of a trip from Corpach, just outside the Caledonian Canal. We travelled down to Karrera, and as you can see we had to stay there for quite a few days whilst some really heavy weather went past, but in between we managed to get across to Oban and have a look round there. So here we go. Here's Karrera. So this is the route we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be going from Fort William up at the top. Well, not actually Fort William, it's Corpach Marina just opposite Fort William. We set off really early in the morning, just before it got light, and came down. It was quite an uneventful sail. We did have to motor all the way, as usual on these trips at the moment. And then we came and we went into Karrera, which is opposite Oban. We went to Karrera because we knew we were going to be spending more than a couple of days because of the amount of bad weather that was about to come in. So that was the journey that we planned. And it went ahead with no hitch really. We set off, we kept going, and we ended up at Karrera. The only strange thing was when we actually arrived at Karrera, we were treated to lots of swimmers in the water, but that'll be explained in a second. Off we went to Karrera with no wind and an easy motor down Loch Linney. Freya was on the end of the pontoon with clear views across to Oban. When we arrived, it was the first day of a triathlon meet and we waited for some swimmers to pass to moor up. It was a beautiful day at the end of September. The second day, we got the chance to see the swimmers going past the boat. They had to swim round the pontoon and up the slipway. Here they changed and set off on the cycle round the island. Some teams were working in relays. Later on they finished with the run. We knew there was bad weather coming. We put up the tarp, we didn't mind it getting damaged, and we settled in. We did manage to get across to Oban in between the windy days on a little ferry that runs quite regularly. Mark and Shell went across the next day and I filmed them coming back. Mark had also filmed me from the ferry. We had a walk between rain showers up to the shop at the farm. It runs an honesty box and you leave your money in a tin on the side, so we bought a couple of little things. I also fell in love with the chickens, and I think one of them actually fell in love with me too. That day, the weather got worse. And worse. and worse. It was going to be a bumpy night. I went out and checked the lines and fenders. I adjusted the ones on the boat next to us too. Everything was fine and we waited for a good weather window to set off to Tarbert. So the next part of the sail is leaving Karrera and going down. I'll do that in the next video. We're going to go back up in a few days, up to Scotland, and check on the boat, make sure everything's okay. Went sailing over the weekend, so I'll be doing a video of the sail that I did with Ribble Cruising Club and Anne on Eagle Owl. We had a fantastic weekend. I couldn't believe the weather. The other thing I've been doing, finished the commission, which hopefully I'll be able to show you once the person who it's for is seen it. And then the one thing that's been playing on my mind is how the whole idea of art and painting is getting swept up with artificial intelligence and what is real and what isn't real, and how can you differentiate between digital art and faked AI digital art. And it's getting so difficult now. There's always going to be a human input that can't be mimicked by a computer, but the closer they get to it, the more it feels like we're going through what must have been gone through when, you know, when printers were invented or cameras were invented, where it just feels like there's a shift in an artist's job, because part of that job has actually been taken away. So it feels like we're going through another shift again. So I might introduce a bit of that. I mean, I already do different versions of reality, but I might introduce a little bit of that into the painting. But then again, it's going to get introduced because I'm thinking about it anyway, so we'll see. So thanks very much for watching this week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.